Hi, Nithyanandam. My name is Senthil Shankarappan. I'm a senior manager in one of the Fortune 100 companies right here in the Silicon Valley. Today I'm going to share a few things about my Kailash Yatra. I was fortunate enough to go to the Kailash Yatra along with Swami Nithyananda last year. Originally, I was not really planning for Kailash Yatra. My plan was to just to go to the Inner Awakening program for 3 weeks and then come back here. That was my original plan. But after I registered for Inner Awakening, I came to know that, there's a Kailash Yatra coming up, and it's a great opportunity to go with Swamiji, and a lot of people were talking great things about Kailash. Then it occurred to me, why not combine both? Because anyway, I'm going to India, and so combine both and be done in one shot like that. And so I registered for Kailash. And of course, I had to take a long vacation from my work, and fortunately, everything was fine. So when we went to Kailash, we had a lot of mystical experiences. Maybe I can highlight a couple of them. First is that, we went from Kathmandu to the Kailash, but for that, we normally go to the Lake Manasarovar, and then from there we have to go to the Kailash. So when we go to the Lake Manasarovar, we were seeing all clouds, covering the Kailash vision. And normally you would be able to see from the Lake Manasarovar, the Kailash Darshan, but we were not able to do that. And we were all really wondering hey, what's happening? Is it going to clear and all that? And we checked with the Sherpas, who are the assistants to help us, and they were saying, well, it's been like this for many days, it may not clear for a few more days. And so we were all pretty unhappy, thinking we came all the way, but we are not able to see the actual Kailash. And so when we told this to Swamiji, he said, don't worry, I'll request the clouds to clear. And I was stunned, how is it possible, for a normal logical person, it doesn't make any sense. But then he said something to the clouds, and I command you to move, blah, blah, like that. And we were just watching, and then guess what, in another 15-20 minutes, there is slight vision of Kailash. And then within 30 minutes, everything was cleared. And we were all very surprised, is it just a gimmick or real? And then after we were there, we were seeing that for the next 4 days or so, everything was clear. And wherever we go, we were seeing Kailash in the front or back or side like that, right? So we even took Kailash for granted. And so when we were joking around, and Swamiji said, this is only for us. When we go back to Sagat, which is where we started from, it's all going to close. So the darshan is only for us. And I thought well, he's saying some things just to, make us feel good. And we were just laughing. And then when we went back closer to Saga, it actually closed. And people called back the Sherpas and found out that the clouds again closed the Kailash mountain, which was really, mind-boggling to us. Anyway, so that's one incident. And then after that, we started to come back on the return from, the Kailash towards Kathmandu. We stayed in a hotel closer to the border. It's actually in Tibet, but it's a very nice hotel, and all the amenities there. So we were all very desperate to take bath, because in Kailash area, there's no water facility, and so it's not easy to take bath there. And so everybody wanted to go to the hotel, get freshened up, take bath, and all those dreams were there. And we go to the hotel, we find that there is no power supply and no water supply. And we were all pretty upset, well, what's going to happen now, like that, right? And Swamiji went and asked the hotel guys, why there's no water? And they said, well, some problem happened in the electricity, the transformer or something like that, I don't know. And it's been like that for the past 3-4 days. And so that's what was bothering us. And that means we won't be able to take bath till we go back to Kathmandu, right? And so we all told Swamiji, please do something. And then he said, okay, I have to take bath too, so I have to do something. And so he said, it will be all fine, go back to your rooms. And we go back to our rooms, and there was some water coming, but only cold water, but no electricity, no hot water, nothing, right? So we go to the restaurant, have some food. That's all candlelight because there was no electricity. By the time we finish the food and then about to come back to the hotel, the electricity comes back. We were like, wow, what a miracle. And Anyway, so like by the time we go there, it was late, so we go to bed and then get up next day morning. Everything is hunky-dory. We have the hot water supply. So that was really amazing. So the essence is that, like, when you go with Swamiji, an enlightened master, a lot of miracles happen around him. So like Swamiji always says, don't miss the Kailash Yatra, and that too, when you have a chance to go with an enlightened master, never miss it. Thank you, Nithyanandam.